Are you looking for a free LLM platform? Let's discover Ollama, the free open source alternative to OpenAI and ChatGPT. In addition to the ChatGPT interface, you get a larger choice of models, such as the famous Llama 3 by Meta, Mistal, and Gemma. You can create agents, but the most incredible thing is you can host it and have an unlimited usage of the API for free. Before exploring Ollama, let's see the different options to start using it. You can install it in one click on your Windows, macOS, or Linux device, self-deploy it on your server with the official Docker image, or you can use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy the self-hosted version on your server or the cloud provider of your choice, while we take care of the installation, backups, updates, and maintenance for you. To start using Ollama on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Ollama and select. Then you can choose between the different cloud provider or your server if you have your own server. And you have this option here, which is to use GPU instances instead of CPU-only server. They are more expensive than traditional servers like this one, but worth it if you want to use them for building platform or SaaS based on AI, and still not so expensive compared to using paid API based on your usage. But for this video, we'll be using CPU-only server. Then you can adjust your region and service plan based on what you need, and click on Next. You can fine-tune more advanced configuration, choose between the different level of supports. I will keep the free included one, and once you are ready, hit the Create Service button. When the installation is ready, you receive this email to tell you that your instance is ready to be used. So let's follow the click here to get the password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard. Copy the password to your clipboard with this button here and enter Ollama by following the admin UI link. Type your email and paste the password, then sign in. This UI might remind you something, but it's just a coincidence. Or not, and it's a copy of ChatGPT. Or ChatGPT copied them, I have no idea. Let's try one of the example here. You have how can I help you today? Let's say we want to use tell me a fun fact about the Roman Empire. We will get this error on top, model not selected. And this is where it starts to be funny. Because in comparison, ChatGPT is very powerful, but also very generic. Here you have the power to choose between different models. So currently we have none installed, so we see select a model. But first we need to install model on our instance, or if you are locally, this is the same principle. So click on the cog on the top right. Let's go to the third tab, models, and you need to type the name of the Ollama model you want to download into your instance. In the placeholder you have an example, but it's better to go to ollama.com and check the library. Here it is, ollama.com, and on the top right you can click on models and you have the list of all the public models of Ollama. You can use the search bar, choose between different categories, embedding, vision for image generation, and tools, which are the one that we will be using. Because we are using a relatively low power instance with not a lot of memory, if you are doing the same, I recommend you to stick to low billion of parameters models. For example, Llama 3.2 is 1 or 3, while the 3.3 is 70 billion. Way too much for this instance, but could be great for a GPU instance with a lot of memory. So let's say we want to use Llama 3.2. First of all, you don't do this decision like that. You can open the page, scroll, have some information about what it is, how it works, and why you would use it with a useful benchmark here. And the supported language, perfect based on your use case. This is what Ollama provides to you, more advanced customization and specialization based on your needs to give better answers on specific topic and faster because they are focused on this. Okay, so we want to use Llama 3.2. Copy it back to Ollama UI, paste it and click on the download button. it should be pretty fast because it's doing it server side with an extremely fast network speed. Okay, it has been successfully installed. Let's reload our page to be sure everything is good. Now on the top, we can select a model. We can see it's 2 GB. And this time I want a fun fact about the Roman Empire, please. And here it is. You can see the answer is pretty fast, especially on a very non-expensive server. Let's try something else than the example. What is an open source software? And here it is. We have our answer written in real time. You can see that it is able to write some lists, write some text on board, as ChatGPT is able to format text. Perfect. I won't dive too much in the interface because it's like ChatGPT and it's not the most exciting part of Ollama. Currently, we are in one of the discussions that have been generated. If we start a new one, it will appear here. You can rename, delete it. But one of the magic of Ollama is the model files. Unfortunately, for a reason I don't know, we can't use Ollama Hub. The domain has expired, but it should be a list of model files we could use and share with the community. But it's not a big deal because the best of the feature is in the UI and you can create yours and exchange them by importing or exporting them by yourself. So let's create our first model. Basically, when you create a model file, you create an agent. So for this example, we can add an image. I will add Elestio icon. I will name it Elestio. So the tag name will be Elestio latest, which shows you can have different versions. Description, support center. And then you need to define the prompt of your model file. So these are the instructions your model will take to provide you responses. This syntax is more complicated. Instead, we can switch to builder mode and we choose the base model name. We will take the same we used before, which was Llama 3.2, the only one installed on this instance right now. And then the system prompt. Let's say you are John, a support center assistant helping our open source software hosting platform users. Of course, I'm not a prompt engineer and I'm sure you can do better than me. Then you can go deeper in the customization by clicking on default to switch to custom mode and adjust the parameter, but I will just keep it simple and stick to the default. And then like we had before about the fun facts, we can create prompt suggestions. For example, what is an open source software? Click on the plus and you can add multiple ones. Is Pocket Base good? We all know the answer is yes, but let's see if it knows it's good. Then we can determine which type it is with the category. And in this case, we can check assistant. Maybe a few others would work. So let's save and create it. Now we have the list of our model files. We have the one we just created. We can share it, edit it, or click on it to start using it. You can see the logo, the name and the description, and the two prompts that we pre-made. Let's click on Is Pocket Base good? And it's starting to tell us a few things about Pocket Base. That it's an interesting choice for building cross-platform mobile apps. And it identifies itself as a support center assistant, which is what we set up in our model file. And then it's telling us a few interesting things that I won't read. Okay, so now it's good to use it through the UI, but we want to use it through the API to use it inside our products. To do so, you can go on Ollama GitHub and you have the documentation of the API, all the endpoints we can use on our instance to generate completion entirely through API and without additional cost, whatever our usage is, which is incredible. No risk to have a crazy bill. The endpoint we will use is /API/generate. But first we need to know where we do the API call. So we were using the admin UI link. What we want is to target the API link. It's the same base URL, but on a different port. We can just copy it. Then in a tool to make online requests, we can create a new request. Let's name it Ollama completion. The URL is what we have, /API/generate, if I remember the documentation. This is a post request. We need the model and the prompt at least. Okay, so it's a post request here. And then we need to add some body parameter. I think JSON will work. We need the model and the prompt. So for the model, we can type Llama 3.2 if we want to use the base model. But what is great is we can use our model file here, which is Elestio _latest. Let's paste it here. Prompt, give me a no-code app recommendation, and let's try it. And we have an authorization required. Perfect. If not, it will mean anyone is able to perform requests on our LLM. To authenticate our API call, our username is root, and the password we can copy it inside the clipboard. Then in authentication, we can choose basic, which is username password. We know it's root, and we paste the password and click on send. Now it's sending the request. And here we have our answer from the server. So currently the answer type is in JSON, so it's sending the different chunks separately. So I'd be happy to help you with some no-code app. So of course, in your front end or back end, you recreate the answer based on what you want to do with it. Or you can use different settings in the API documentation to choose the output format. So by default, it's JSON. That's why it was separated by words. And you have other parameters that you can use to have a more fine-tuned answer. But does it mean we have an unlimited API for LLM? Yes. Back to the UI, you can go further by preparing some prompts, adding documents, which will be used as a base to feed your different LLM. And if you go on the bottom inside the admin panel, you can invite other team members. And you can also have access to more advanced settings by going to settings, advanced, and fine-tune the different settings. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Ollama with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video available here.